We're high in the elevation of Lakewood, Colorado. The sun is set. We're at the dusk version of Lakewood 2011 for round number 7 of the demo series brought to you by AWood. We're going to do 5 laps. Let's look at a rundown of our competitors. Lining up with the number 20, Alanis Solis. On the number 6, your points leader, Zach Dupuis. On the number 16, it's the T-Train, Tyler Crane. Number 226, Scott Wolford. The 68, not running as number 1, but riding his 2-stroke. The defending demo series champion, Nathan Zaworski. Lining up on the number 213, changing his number, it's the Crunch Wrap, Jay Crunch. Lining up on the number 152, Jeremy Squeerbro. On the number 14, Barry Motorsports Bike, it's Jeremy Henners. On the number 182, lining up, it's Jack Hampshire. The number 112, Dominic Saunier. The 29 of Devin Davis. The 99, Damon Smith. The 431 lining up is Connor Peavy. The 448 of Chris Riesenberg. The number 193, Brandon Berg. And the number 30 of Brady Stanley. And lining up last, rounding out the field, second in points, the number 18 of Andrew Wood. We're going racing, waiting for the board to turn sideways. We're going to drag race down or uphill into turn number 1 at the high elevation of Lakewood. Commentating with me, we're watching him on the start, the number 18, Andrew Wood. Look at that jump out of the gate.
Big jump along with Chris from Race Tech. And let's see who gets out of the first turn first.
Into T1, it's Andrew Wood, the 182 right there. Looks like the 2 Race Tech Hondas right there, Dupuis and Riesenberg. Oh, let's watch me go up the uphill because I got something dirty in store for you when we head back down the hill.
Good start by both the Race Tech boys, 3 of the Race Tech guys.
Jaworski
that
up
were
in there
2,
as well.
3, 4.
Huge group into the downhill. Woo, throwing us sideways.
That was
With
sick.
the head shake on the landing and all.
Almost
At the front of the pack, Andrew Wood continuing to lead. Tyler Crane. Brady Stanley goes into the lead tentatively. Zach Dupuis in there.
Got the big
The
bobble
racing
right there.
is tight.
Dropped all the way back to 5th. Big group of guys. Feel like they're
off
going to
the
be
track
together.
with Stanley. Dupuis and Crane literally inside each other as we go down the downhill. Crane takes the lead momentarily. Stanley back in the mix. Stanley's showing some speed right now. Even after going off track, still jumping back into the lead. Let's see some whips over the big booter. T. Crane throwing it down. Zaworski up in the mix in about 5th. Devin Davis has been strong. He's up in there. And the 193, Brandon Berg, also up in the mix. Don't forget about Henners also on the 250F. The top 3 guys literally inside of each other.
Yeah.
As they go into the rut.
I can't even tell what's happening, so we're just watching. Sweet whips over
He
the
jumps a little
triple.
further, takes the lead tentatively. Wow. Now Crane. Stanley following suit. One brake starter, the other one carries a little more momentum. Couple different styles through the turns, but they're working out about equal. Both guys over that big booter down into the inside rut. Lap 1 already complete. We're only doing 5 laps here. It's going to be a quick race. T. Crane around the outside, Dupuis around the inside. Dupuis looks like he gained a little bit of time, but Crane going to drive it into the corner a little deeper. Splitting lines here up the uphill. 2 of your fastest riders on the RF National Series here battling it out in the demo series. Looks like they've dropped 3rd place Stanley. Now 3rd place Jeremy Henners on the number 14. Stanley's dropped into the number 4 spot in the battle for 5th. Andrew Woods, Nathan Zaworski, and Brandon Berg dicing it out up the uphill through the rollers.
And D. Davis also pretty close there too. A lot of really tight battles this early.
Oh, the number 20 going off the track. That's Alanis Solis. Damon Smith, probably the best rider we've seen from him thus far. He's up in 10th right now. Early in the race, riding a 450. He's been riding the 250F a lot. Stepped it up to the big bike this week. The 213 of the Crunch Wrap riding and dropping down to the 250F this week. I believe he's been on a 450. He's in 11th. I'm running 12th, battling it out with the number 112 of Saunier. Wolford on the 250F 14th. 15th, the Squeerbro getting squiddy way back in 15th. The 431 struggling. That's Connor Peavy. He's back in 16th and rounding out the field. The number 182, Jack Hampshire, going up the uphill right now. About 4 seconds out of the number 16 spot. Crane got the lead tentatively, still connected with Zach Dupuy at the front of the pack. Dupuy rocking some sick gold rims on his bike. Into the roller section they go.
Racetech team looking super stylish with that new gear and bike setup with the gold rims to match, looking like Bogle at Vegas. I like it.
Stanley's moved back into the number 3 spot. Wood to 4. Henners drops all the way to 5, so almost going to surrender the spot to Brandon Berg, making the pass up into the number 5 spot around Henners. Davis still in the mix. Zaworski right there makes the move on Davis there. Riding the same bike right now. Is that a 6-stroke? Zaworski's 2-stroke plus Davis is 4. Berg cases the jump. Davis going to move by him, and Zaworski trying to come right along with him. Huge groups of riders. We're on to lap 3.
Super tight battle between 4 through 8.
Zaworski goes up the inside, carries a wad of speed to run, jumping those ruts, but then watch the 2-stroke get pulled up the uphill. The elevation really dragging that bike down. Oh wait, we're playing MX Sim. It's not real life. There's no real elevation. This is a sick battle. Was that Berg riding the back wheel all the way up the rollers? Did you catch that?
No, I missed it.
It was pretty dirty. He almost Larry looped it out, but he made the pass on Zaworski while he was at it. He was like riding a unicycle on one wheel, and now he's down. He's on no wheels. He's a handlebar in the dirt.
D. Davis thinks to pass off that.
Out front, T. Crane has a 4-second lead, opened up on Dupuy. Dupuy must have made a mistake, or Crane just laying down a heater with a 204.0 last time around to 204.3 for Dupuy. Stanley, a 209.9. He's 4 seconds behind Dupuy in third. Wood also in the 209s, running in the number 4 spot with Henners all over him. This is the first demo race we've seen Henners in. Put down the Call of Duty controller long enough to come throw down with us at the demo series, round 7 in Lakewood.
I think he should go back because he's beating me right now. I don't
Cost
like that
him
very
A
much.
with some valuable points. He's in that championship hunt with Dupuy. The T-Train, Tyler Crane, and the 30th Stanley mixing it up, also hurting him. Stanley gets a huge swap. He's down on the rollers.
Oh,
That's
he
gonna open
survived.
the road for Henners to pull up next to behind him. And Zaworski, meanwhile, has caught Andrew Wood for the number 5 spot. Davis still right there. The 20 of Solace falling back into the clutches of Brandon Berg, who went down earlier. Berg making the move up the inside, taking the spot, bringing along Saulnier on the 112 with him.
Doolies.
Jay Crunch also right in the mix. Wolford. Damon Smith's dropped back into the number 14 spot, but he just threw a fatty whip over the triple. Nice style for the number 99.
Pulling up on 448 to Chris Riesenberg and lose that 14th. Oh, he lost 14th spot. Oh, no, not yet. Almost in 14th. I'm confused.
Oh, the leader's down. T. Crane has slid it down, and here comes Dupuy, taking the spot tentatively. But Tyler Crane is right there, going up the rollers. Let's see who throws down a dirtier scrub off the downhill. Neither one of them. Style really not their thing, I guess. Dupuy looks good, at least. Crane goes to the second run. Dupuy up the inside run. Makes up a little bit of time temporarily. Up the step, up into the uphill triple they go. T. Crane had a good lead. Dupuy was starting to reel him in a little bit, and then Crane makes a huge mistake. Down the downhill they go. Hugging the inside bales there through the rough. Cutting across over into the split section.
Crane's got the faster lap time, so it'll be interesting to see who can actually pull through. Just got to see who makes the fewest mistakes.
Down into the long sweeper, Dupuy carries a lot more speed into the turn, but then drifts a little bit wide through the mid-turn. They're both going to run the same line here around the outside of the roller, then dive inside. Crane slides it out, and there goes Dupuy into the lead. Checking in third place all by himself right now on the racetracks, Brady Stanley. Back into the number 4 spot, Nate Zaworski goes down. He surrenders the spot to the 14 of Henners. So Henners now all by himself in the number 4 spot. Zaworski trying to get up and get going. He lost some valuable positions there. Looks like he lost spots to both D. Davis and Andrew Wood, who are battling through the S turns. Davis inside. Wood starts outside and then comes back inside. These one-time teammates, now rivals, Devin Davis and Andrew Wood over the triple they go.
Turn bar.
Zaworski falls into 7. Berg still running strong in 8. Solis in 9. Wolford trying to close in on him as he's in 10. Squeerbro, after being way back outside the top 10 early, throwing a fatty whip in 11th, and he's charging for the top 10 now. T. Crane and Dupuis battling it out still at the front of the pack, and it's last lap. White flag is out. Dupuis gets all the way over the step-up, makes up some time.
Tight battle on the
Here they
last
go.
lap.
Into those rollers. They both get over that little double clean and roll to the inside. Down the downhill they go. Through those braking bumps, both of them trying to keep it on 2 wheels, but also push the pace. Splitting ruts there again. Dupuis drifting a little wide. He's going to lose a little bit of time there, but maybe he'll make it up in the turn with the wider approach.
That time
He's
Dupuis
really
ran the
launching
faster
off
lap.
that drop off there and then scrubbing the Race Tech downhill.
Name drop.
Hey, there's a Race Tech banner there.
I think D. Davis snuck in the booth.
Oh,
Oh, JB.
Crane
One of
doesn't
them.
go over the hump in the split, loses some time. This is setting up to be another epic finish. Dupuis up the inside.
This is crazy.
These guys are battling it out. Remember, this is the last lap as they come around. They both go the second run through these rollers. They're both going to try to double-double, then dive back inside again. Right now, Crane has the spot by less than half a second. They're dicing over the triple they go. Into the roller. A couple of corners to go. Crane has the lead. Half a second on Dupuis. Dupuis over the step up clean, though. Diving up the inside. Over the triple. Oh, looks like Dupuis going to come up a little bit of short. Lose some momentum. It looks like Tyler Crane going to come across and take the win. It will come down to cuts, of course. Dupuis with the fastest lap of the race with a 2:02.7 last time around.
Crazy.
Jeremy Henner's running in third with Andrew Wood all over him. And Devin Davis right there in the mix as well for the final podium spot. Here they come up over the big triple up out of the valley. Henner's with a little oppo whip. See if he can through this corner. He messes the turn up. There goes Wood up the inside for third. Henner's, Davis. Brady Stanley anchors it all the way back to sixth after running up front early.
Big whip.
Zaworski and Berg battling it out to the last turn as well. Oh, Berg comes up short. He might lose a spot. There's 3-4 guys right there.
Oh.
Zaworski's across, Berg's across, Wolford's across, and Solis in that order. That's the top 10. Here comes Squeebro in 11th.
Another
The battle
close
for 12
finish.
and 13 between the Crunchwrap and Checkers. Oh, Crunchwrap slides it out and gives up the spot. And here comes Saulnier on the 112. Damon Smith now. After a strong ride early on. Nice whip there, but he fell way back into the number 15 spot now. Definitely was strong in those early laps. Maybe that fast pace early kind of wore him out a little bit or something, but
Almost looks like he's on the keyboard. Got that really twitchy style.
nice whip there up out of the valley. He's going to dive into the last turn here, hopefully get through clean. He's going to take the spot, the 431. Connor Peavy still out on the racetrack over the triple he goes. He's running in the 16 spot in the 182, falling on his face right now. Jack Hampshire.
Oh, 431.
That's the 431. Hampshire a ways back, though. I don't think he's going to be able to capitalize on that one. So we're going to watch PB. Hopefully he throws us a dirty whip right here, jumping over the hay bale. Is he even going to get over the jump? No, he backs it down. He doesn't want to go down. Almost puts it over the bars anyways. Let's give it up for the 431, Connor Peavy.
Yeah.
And now laying on the ground, taking a nap. Maybe trying to bring some dirt home with him because he likes the track so much. The 182 of Hampshire.
Charging that inside.
Give it up for Hampshire, though. Not getting lapped, so he's getting a full race in this week.
Yeah.
Getting some valuable points. He is inside the top 20. Only 17 guys showing up this week. Quite the battles on the racetrack. Wow.
I think this is one of the first times we haven't had someone get lapped, or the first time. No matter how short or long the race is, it seems like somebody gets lapped.
Well, you got to be pumped, AWood. You salvaged some points there late in the race. You were looking at about a 5-6 spot for quite a while there and getting all the way up into the number 3.
Yeah, I got pretty lucky. D. Davis also
Oh,
in
the
5th.
182,
Oh!
almost into the hay bales. Here he comes around to the finish line. Let's give it up for Hampshire on the 182. Finishing it out.
Awesome.
No cuts this week, so all those photo finishes will stay as is.
Yeah, a lot of great close finishes under half a second. First to second, all the way back to 10th. Lots of close finishes. That was great racing.
For all those of you that I blew your speakers out, send your complaints to autodelete@awoodsemail.com. Thank you for joining us for round 7 of AWood's demo series. Round 8 will be coming up next week. We hope to have you all back out for another night of racing.
Alright, thanks for helping commentate. See you guys next week.